quickly can someone become addicted to a drug?
There's a chemical reaction within 10 minutes that stimulates the joy centers in your brain. Once your brain is poisoned with the drug, the urge to get it and use the drug can fill every moment of a person's life. No one ever starts out thinking that they will get addicted to a drug. Addiction is a brain disease. Drugs change the way your brain works. Addiction can happen at any age, but you're more vulnerable the younger you are.
If marijuana is legal in some states, why is it so frowned upon?
Laws surrounding marijuana are changing, but it is illegal in all 50 states for anyone under the age of 21 because of the concerns over the possible harm to the developing teen brain and the risk of driving under the influence. The teen years are the most important development period in a person's life. Long-term regular use of marijuana starting in the teen years may impair brain development and lower IQ, meaning the brain may not reach its full potential. It affects your learning, coordination, memory, and judgment.
How deadly is Molly?
Molly can cause serious problems with the body's ability to regulate temperature, which can cause major organ failure, which can lead to death. The drug can also build up within your body without you knowing it. High levels of the drug in your bloodstream can lead to seizures and your heart's inability to beat normally. Molly causes permanent brain damage. Brain scans have shown parts of the brain destroyed permanently even after just one use.
How does alcohol affect the body of a teenager when they drink it for the first time?
There are many factors that affect how a teenager reacts to alcohol. Weight, hydration, food can all impact how the body responds to alcohol. Alcohol causes the teen brain to lose motor control and negatively impacts decision making. Teenagers under the influence of alcohol are more likely to be victims of physical abuse, sexual abuse, motor vehicle accidents, suicide, and alcohol poisoning.
How much of a drug do you need to take in order to overdose?
There is no cut and dry answer. The issue is that there's dangerous aspects of drugs and there is no regulation, so you never actually know what you're taking when you're using a drug. In addition, you never know how your body's going to react to that drug. So it could be one time for some people and it could be multiple times. Another issue is that as a person becomes more tolerant to the drug, they need more of it in order to get the same sensation, which can lead to overdose. But it is very possible to overdose on a small amount.
What is LSD?
LSD is a mood-changing chemical, also known as acid. It can cause people to hallucinate and see things that aren't there. People can experience a loss of sensations like touch, and they have a loss of control.
What are consequences of using psychedelic drugs?
Consequences of using a drug like LSD, one of the big consequences is that people don't realize when they are in danger, and they have a tendency to do things that assume that they are not in danger. So for example, they don't realize that a fire is dangerous, they don't see oncoming cars. There was a story a number of years ago of someone who thought he could fly and actually stepped out of a 7-story window while under the influence of LSD.
When in college, can one face serious disciplinary action if found using or purchasing Adderall that isn't theirs?
Possession of prescription drugs that are not yours is a crime. Not only can you receive sanctions from the housing department on campus, but you can also face arrest and possible criminal charges. Common disciplinary actions are loss of on-campus housing, probation, mandatory drug counseling, and suspension from the university.
What kinds of diseases can you get from drugs?
Chemicals that are in drugs destroy part of your brain, and that's part of your nervous system. And the reality is you can get Parkinson's or stroke as a result. In fact, even once you stop taking the drugs, the reality is that you have permanently eliminated parts of your brain, and you don't want to do that.